Hey guys, and welcome back to another story video. So, in today's story, because it's Saturday again, and actually before I start with this story, I just want to give something out. I just want to ask, do you guys want these stories to become a series? Because I've been doing them every Saturday, every single Saturday, as of July 28th. And I just want to know, do you guys want me to make these stories a series? Do you want me to turn this into a series where every single Saturday I tell you a really cool story about my my past life and what I've done before and what I'm doing now? Let me know down below in the comments, because honestly, it'd just be really cool if you guys want me to turn this whole story thing into a series. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into today's story. So today's story is about something that actually happened 4 years ago today. And this story is all about, again, what I had done 4 years ago today. And what happened 4 years ago today is that I broke this. My wrist. Yes, my right wrist I broke 4 years ago today. And funny enough, how I remember how I broke this thing, here's a little funny story, and I cannot believe I still remember how I did it. So basically, this was in my old house, not the house that we were living in previously before this one. I'm talking about the house we lived in before the one we just moved out of. Because if you didn't know, we lived in the house that we lived in before this one from 2015 to 2018. So that means that since this was 4 years ago, we were obviously in a different house. So basically, it was also during our final year of living in that house. So basically, how I broke my wrist 4 years ago was, I love to run around a lot. And when I was running around my house, when I was running around, I was about to go into the living room, and then I slipped and then fell, and then it hurt so much, and then I found out that I broke my wrist. And believe it or not, I was 12 years old during that time, and I'm 16 now, so yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, as of that day, I did break my wrist, this one, and obviously, like any other thing, I obviously had to stay hiatus for around 6 weeks, wear a cast for 6 weeks. And the day it finally healed was October 8th, 2014. So that was like 6 weeks later. And it was also during my final week of summer break for 2014, because the week later, on the 18th of August, we went back to school, because obviously it was time we went back to school again, and that's when school was starting for me again. So exactly a week later, it was school again, and then all my friends noticed that I broke something, and then they asked, "What did you break?" And then I said, "My wrist, my right one." And they were like, "I hope you're okay." But later on, I actually realized it actually wasn't as bad anymore, so I actually got used to it. And you want to know what's funny? I used my right hand to hold my mouse and actually control my mouse. With my wrist broken during that time, I was still able to use my right hand to hold the mouse. And it actually was workable. I was actually still able to use, even though my wrist was stuck in a cast for 6 weeks, I was still able to use my right hand to use my mouse. And a little fun facts, if you didn't know, here's a little history. So basically, if you are unaware, I actually use my left hand to actually write and draw. Like, I have like a bunch of pictures in, hold on, let me show you. See, look, I have a bunch of pictures in this bin, like this blue bin. As you can see, I have a bunch of pictures, and I've made these over the years. So with all that in mind, guys, it actually wasn't as bad. Like, during the final days of me having that cast on, my wrist actually didn't hurt anymore because it was already healed. So basically, I got it off on the 8th of October, and then on the 9th, I went back to school, and I was completely normal again. But during that time, I actually was still able to do everything I wanted to do. It was like, obviously, play on my own. Actually, the computer we had back then actually was visible to all me and Rose Crystal. I never really thought it was actually that way. But really, in reality, I was actually still able to do whatever I wanted while I was stuck in that. But, the only problem is, one thing I felt weird was, obviously I wasn't able to use anything for a long time with this one, except my mouse on my, computer. And actually, this was actually before I got this thing, my laptop, because I actually got that a year later in 2015. It actually around the exact same time that I did that. So yeah, I had my wrist broke like the year before I got that laptop. Yeah, I even have it on my channel. Wait. Yeah, I have it on my YouTube channel. And also, by the way, this is the last video of the day. But during this time, I was still able to do whatever I wanted. I just wasn't able to use anything with my right hand for a while, except for my mouse and a few other things. And honestly, didn't feel that bad. The first day I had it on, it was extremely painful when I couldn't take it, because obviously I wasn't used to it. However, later on in the next month, I was completely used to it. But guess what happened about a month later? Obviously, it came off, and then I was fully back to normal. One thing I forgot about doing was actually using my right hand for a lot of things, because I wasn't able to actually use it for like a month. Like, yeah, this, literally, I wasn't able to use for like almost 2 months. It was actually very close to 2 months. Like, it was like 3 days before it hit 2 months that I actually broke it. But at that point, I honestly was able to do, again, everything I wanted. It was just completely fine. The first few days really sucked because I wasn't able to actually do anything with this. And one thing I was doing, I still run around my house to this day. And in the old house, the one we lived in for 3 years, I never broke anything. And you want to know why? Because I was smart. I never broke anything when I was in the other house, the old house, you know, the one we just previously lived in. And so far in this house, I've still not broken anything. I'm very, very impressed. I hope I do not break this thing again, because it was so uncomfortable during those 2 months. So basically during that time, I honestly just didn't know what I was doing anymore. But again, hopefully I do not break this thing ever again. I do not want to go through that situation again. But guys, that's it for today's story. I cannot believe that I literally broke this thing literally 4 years ago today. I'm very surprised I still remembered and remember the reason. So yeah, again, it was just so fun. But still painful at the same time when you were actually doing it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a Sunday vlog, Backyard Videos, episode 299, part 6, and I actually have no idea what else. Maybe another lab video. Speaking of which, there is no lab video today, as you can probably tell. So obviously, I took the day off to do it. And I have a surprise for you guys tomorrow. But guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow for 3 videos instead of 4. Alright guys, bye! Oh!